Hey everybody, this is Sherry Denny coming to you all the way from Las Vegas, and Julia Flynn Weir and I have an exciting thing to show you tonight. She was actually holding it up just right now, and it is the Go by Asirvia. Now you look at this thing and you go, now what can that do for me? Well, we're going to show you, and I'm going to tell you quite briefly that the Go by Asirvia is literally, over the last few months, even though the company's been around for about a year and a half now, is sweeping the world by storm. And everybody, and I'm sure everybody on here will agree with me, anybody that we've gone in and talked to about it and just ask them how they're doing their marketing and if they want to spend some of their dollars they're already using on something that'll work for them 24/7, it's very rare you get a no, right? Everybody wants more customers, right, Julia?
I would 100% agree. Hi, everybody. I'm Julia, and I could not agree with Sherry more. The Go from Asirvia is absolutely taking the world by storm. What is so great about this marketing tool is that it is actually a portable, mobile marketing tool. It is actually something that you can digitally market with, and you can share your business, your message, your nonprofit organization, help wanted ad, whatever message you want to share with the world, you can do that with this wonderful little proximity marketing tool. And that is what Sherry and I are super excited about tonight.
Well, thank you so much, Julia. And here's what I want to do. I'm going to do a real quick screen share here. And Julia and I will kind of go through these slides. We've got a couple new ones on there, so we might surprise ourselves even. So hold on just a second. I should have this already prepared. There we are. Voila! I'm more prepared than I thought I was. And no kidding. And this is the Asirvia Proximity Marketing Solutions. And you know what's really fun about, let me see if I can get that going. There we go. Finally, it's going the right way. Like we said, it is the world's most exciting mobile technology. And it's going to be part of a $45 billion industry by 2025. And this is like getting in, even using it as a customer, getting in at the beginning. I mentioned this to one of the producers I was talking with this morning. Do you realize that you would be one of the first producers in the Las Vegas area? And that could be anybody, you guys, any business in your area being the first to use this. Hello.
Well, you are absolutely right. When you think about new technology and you think about the opportunity to get in at the ground level or the front of the pack, all I can ever think of is MySpace, Google, and Facebook. When they were first cutting edge new technology, we were all like, what is that? How do we use that? And then you go back a little bit. What was a fax? What is that? How do we use that? And the pager. And when you think about that, and you giggle, right? You start
Yes.
to giggle because you think to yourself, well, back then we were all thinking, what is this? And that's kind of the reaction we get with the Go. Well, what is this? How do you use it? What is it for? And Sherry, I love this slide that you just brought up, which is who is a recommended business? What is a recommended business that can benefit from this marketing? And of course, my simplified answer is any business that wants to market their business anyway will benefit from the Go. Wouldn't you agree?
Like I tell everybody, you know, the only reason you would even say no to me is because you don't want any exposures. You don't want any more exposures on your business, or you don't want any more customers. Really, that would be the reason. And you can see, you guys, on the list of this, how many different businesses can be using this. And I'm sure while you're looking at this, your mind is opening up to somebody down the road. Even, you know, the newest one here, I love this. Firefighters, fire engines are using it. And that got my attention.
Wow.
Because my daughter is a firefighter in Denver, Colorado. And imagine being able to put that on their truck and let people know that a street is blocked or there's a fire in a certain area. But open your mind to so many other possibilities. Pretty cool, huh?
I can't get over that. Is amazing. That is really a new idea. I was thinking in terms of dentists, doctors, brick and mortar shops. So that really is outside of the box. This slide I just love, Sherry. This one is great because it talks about how there's automation. And as a marketing consultant, people are always asking me about, number one, how do I get more eyes on my business? Number two, how do I get more eyes on my Facebook page or my social media or my website? But the one thing they want to know is, how do I direct people to that? How do I direct people and how do I automate it? And I think that's what this slide really talks about.
Yeah, and really without ever saying a word. That's what I like the most about this. Now, this is the one that was going to throw me for a little bit, but proximity marketing and how does it work? Because I get these questions asked the most. So you create a message with the Asirvia Go Services, and it's a web-based platform, and the Go Services web-based platform programs your goes with the message. So you're not downloading an app or anything like that or sending it out somewhere for somebody to put it on there for you. And it uses Bluetooth technology, you guys. You know what that means? That means it is permission-based technology. So somebody says, well, I don't want my phone dinging, pinging, or text message or anything. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys, this little guy here doesn't have your phone number. How does it get on your phone? And it is that permission-based marketing. You've already given permission for that to land on your phone, and it appears in a notification on any nearby mobile phones and devices. And they're called exposures. So every exposure presents an opportunity for that mobile device and users to use it and click on your message. And we have like the storefront business owners. Oh my gosh, the ideas were flowing this morning. Every time any of us go, and meet with somebody and be able to see their minds just open up. Speaking with a real estate group yesterday, oh my gosh, they're like, oh my gosh, I can do that? Oh, I can do this. I mean, all the other neat little things that are coming up. And the goes right now, the 400s have a range of up to 400 meters. Now, that's approximate based on the strength of the go, and also if there's anything blocking the transmission of that message. We do have the Go 1000, which will range up to 1,000 meters. But I have to tell you, I have some people that are interested. But right now, they say, hey, if this thing goes 50 feet, I'm happy.
That's right. Well, that's an interesting point, Sherry, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to reach the people who are near you, who are nearby, which is an 85% higher, more highly searched term. What is near me? What is a restaurant near me? What is a business near me? A gas station, a clothing store, a shoe store? What is near me? It's all about proximity. I was running into that with my little brick and mortar store. I'm looking for people who are within 50 feet or 100 feet of where my store is to bring them to me. I don't need to bring them from 6 miles away. If you're already there, come on in, take a look around.
Yeah,
I was really happy with that.
And if you put a little special on here, the gentleman this morning said, you guys, you're going to love this. He's actually going to give away free seats to shows. And that will be his message on here. So yeah, I know. Cool. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready. There's like 14 shows he has directly available to him, and then other ones. I mean, these are huge shows in Las Vegas. The only one not included in it was Cirque du Soleil. Hey, wow. I know.
Well, it's interesting because we've talked to people who are politicians, who are spreading the word, churches and places of worship, nonprofit organizations, you just mentioned firefighters. It really does blow your mind. But I love this slide because this is something talking about the new GPS services. Have you had a lot of experience with this, Sherry?
Actually, I put in a few of the, we fill out a page as a GoPro, certified GoPro services rep. And, I haven't heard anything back yet, but what's fun about this, and I know you were probably going to explain this, but we actually have, I'm going to pop that up there really quick. We have an optimized magnet page that we give to the people that start this. It's worth $1,000 and it directs people right to your magnet page and into your website or whatever you want on there. But the whole idea behind the GPS, which is GoPro services for Asirvia, is to create, I mean, you guys can read this. I hate reading off of slides, but it creates that website design and web services. It gives you the strategic SEOs, printing and branding, and that's exactly what this can do for you, is brand and market your business. You get customized video production from it, social media, marketing campaigns, and the reputation management to track, monitor, and respond to click-throughs and everything with that. And there's more. But we don't have to know that. We just fill out the form and send it into them, and they take care of it. The service is absolutely incredible. Do you have anything else to say about the GPS, Julia?
So my understanding and what I love most about GPS is this. I kind of think of the Go's as salt. It makes every bit of your, you know how salt makes food taste better? The Go's make your marketing better, right?
Yeah. Good way, good analogy.
So the thing about that is that if your other marketing components, the other things that you're doing for marketing are things that you might want to improve on or learn a little bit more about how they could be improved upon, that's where GPS comes in.
Right.
So our GPS team will actually talk with you about what you're currently doing for marketing, so that when you add a little salt, when you add your Go, that it's really working all together, just like fingers and gloves or cogs in the wheel, just that everything is going to work smoothly and there will be a smooth transition. So GPS will actually come and talk with you about that. That's what I like to share about GPS.
Yeah. So that's one of the extra services that we have. And then we get into, so how does the Go services platform work? Well, Julia is really good about popping these up on her phone there. I actually have, I realized why mine wasn't working the other day. If you don't have 15% more or more power on your phone, it's not going to pick up the Go. So the Go services, the platform, just the basic Go services, you have a 40-character message, a little bit more if you want, but 40 characters looks really good on the phone, as you can see it right there, and a clickable link. However, there's also the Go Plus. It's an ad that you can create that is an extra added service. And it not only has the 40-character message, but you can put like up to 140 different characters on there in 3 different places. You can put of course, your clickable link on there, your phone number. And what was fun this morning was I walked into this producer's place, and he's one of the 3 out of 4 largest ones in town. And I really didn't know I was going to talk to him. I thought I was having a meeting with somebody else, and Johnny says, "Hey, we're going to meet with I'm trying to think of his name now. We're going to meet with the producer here." And I said, "Oh, really? Well, as we're walking down the hall, you guys, which was only about 50 feet long, I put together an ad. His ad on a Go Plus ad, all his information on a Go Plus ad. And when he sat down to look at it, it was on this Go right here. And he says, 'How'd you do that?' I'm telling you, just seeing his own stuff, his own information on a Go Plus ad is a done deal. He goes, 'I have to have this.'" And for him and a lot of other people, it's about getting more views. But I liked what he said about it. You know, this Go should be called "Getting Butts in the Seats."
Famous last words of every client, every dental client. It's funny because getting butts in seats relates to entertainment, restaurants, movie theaters.
Everywhere.
There's no place where getting butts in seats doesn't pertain to. Yeah, exactly what the Go does. Go get butts in seats. That's what that.
Yeah, so it does come up automatically on an Android, but did you know that even the Android, the reason it comes up automatically is because it's an app inside the Android. It's just automatically installed in there. And people are asking, well, what about iOS? Well, I'll tell you what, I think it's about 70% of the whole entire world population is Android. Yeah, but a lot of people you talk to have an iPhone. So how does that come on there? Well, you know, iPhone is not going to allow anybody to do anything on their device without it being an app. So we just tell people, go ahead and download Physical Web, It looks just like that little thing right there. Or physical web Blisk. Yeah, it's an app, but guess what? When you do that, they all show up. And that's the way that this is going to work. However, just to kind of give you a heads up, our team at Asirvia is actually, instead of going around Google and causing some waves, they're shaking hands with them and going right in through the back door of several apps that you guys already have downloaded on your iPhone. And that only makes sense. Let's be friends. So those notifications, when you ask for them, like, when you get on your Android or your iPhone and you turn it on, what is the first thing you do? Pull down to see what your notifications are. And that's where they're going to show up, and that's where they do show up. So, Julia, do you have anything to add to that?
I absolutely love what you just said. It's funny because the actual application already lives in your phone if you own an Android that was built after 2015. But I'm asked a lot of times, well, how can I get these notifications? Because I want to know where all the deals are. Yeah. And that's the coolest part about this. If you want to stay in the know about where there are great deals, great restaurants, great movies to be seen, great entertainment in Vegas, a really good example of this is, let's say you're traveling to another city. I'm going to a new city tomorrow. I'm going to Chicago. I don't have any idea of what businesses are nearby, what restaurants. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see, right? I'm going to search what's nearby. And that is what is so cool about how the goes work. Here's mine. I like to show mine. Is that okay, Sherry?
Yeah, I wanted you to. Yes.
If I show you some of mine, I really do love to do that, and I'm hoping that you guys can see that. If you bump out the screen share, Sherry, I think they'll be able to see.
Yeah, hold on just a second. You bet. That would be a lot better. There we go. Yes.
And then that way, if I keep talking, I think if I go like this, you guys can see it a little bit.
There you go.
Well, one of the things that's really interesting that I love to do, and I love to mention, is that it's not pay-per-click advertising. There's no additional cost for numbers of people who actually will go and see. I'm going to click it off like that. There's no additional cost for the number of people who are going to see your notification either. If you get 100,000 hits, 100 hits, or 1 hit, there's no additional cost.
Right.
Also, there's no additional cost for storing your messages in your back office. There's also no additional cost for changing your message or for creating new ones and deleting them. You can create and save all kinds of ads. You could save one for the holiday season of the winter holidays or the summer holidays and come back to them later. I absolutely love that. But the cutest little thing, I think, are the emojis. So emojis really get people's attention. And I don't know if you can really see them.
Yeah, you can.
But what's wonderful is that I live in the Maryland area, and the crab, Maryland is for crabs, is everywhere. And that's an emoji that I use to represent Baltimore area products and services, or the sunshine for summertime, or a phone for call me. I absolutely love the versatility and the creativity that you have with this. But one of the things that we were kind of talking about, and I think Sherry wants to share this with everybody, is the new concierge service. Is that right, Sherry?
Oh yeah, we have, I'm not going to go too deep into that, but what I do want to let people know is we will be having a concierge service that when people actually sign in as a customer with Asirvia, they will get a phone call, and it is to welcome you into Asirvia, and they're so sweet about this, and they're not there to push you into anything. They just want to help you out, see if there's any questions that they can help you with, get your go started. It's going to be a nice service that we have, and I'm excited for that to happen. There's a lot of really cool things that are just happening in the next 30 days that we've all been waiting with, bated breath for them to happen. So we went over how, the different, let me see if I can get that going again. There we go. Here's what everybody likes about these shows. The fact that you can track each and every single go. You can name it, and you can track it. I'm going to go ahead and move this over here. On every day, And whether, like Julia said, whether if you're getting 100,000 exposures a day, or 450 like this one did, or 0 means you're at home doing nothing, or 1, or just 1, that is effective. It was funny. I had a guy call and he says, well, I just got this on and I really only got like 10 exposures. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And you were just sitting at home? Wow. So it's all very successful. And people, okay, so how much are these? Well, I like to start at the 8-pack of these because it makes more sense. Yes, we have a 3-pack, a 5-pack. The initial customer sign up for this is the first month and the last month, and an activation fee, which is $30 to activate. Whether you get 3 goes or you get 3,003 goes, it's $30 to activate that account, and a shipping and handling fee, which I believe is $15. So you can get started for as little as $129 a month for 8 goes. You guys, divide 8 into 129. What are you getting? It's about 16 or something like that. A month for one of these out of your 8. You can't pay somebody $20 a month to do what this thing does. So I was thrilled to death about this. And it goes up from there. You can get 16 goes, get started for $542. And again, the monthly, and there is no contract, the monthly would only be $129 a month, $256 a month, $560. We have people that are buying 100 of these, and I believe that's $1,600 a month, something like that. Yeah,
that's correct. It is truly amazing. And we did get the question, are these accurate? They're very accurate. So the device itself, the Go itself, is a one-way transmitter. So the accuracy on the exposures is incredible. The reason that is so important is the cost per exposure is pennies. What Sherry is talking about is the cost per go, and then you divide that down to cost per exposure, and it's a mind blower. It's pennies. You can't pay a sign spinner $16, let alone $16 a month working 24/7, 365.
Yeah, and pennies, we're talking 0.000001 per exposure on some of these. One evening I got 16,000. There was, I don't know, there's about 40,000 people in a square, but I got 16,000 exposures one night. I even called Tina and said, can this be real? They are. They're that accurate.
My best evening was the week before Christmas in front of the Santa Claus at a nearby mall. I was getting 6,500 exposures every single day because Santa Claus is popular, but the Easter Bunny only got 450 exposures a day. He's not nearly as hot as Santa.
Yes, yeah, take that for what it's worth. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let you guys know, if you're here to look at this as a customer, we've given you a lot of information there, and who knows, you might be ready to just get going. You may want some more information, but get back with the person that actually brought you here so they can answer more questions or get one of us on the phone and help you out with those. But here's what I want to do next is we do have an affiliate platform that you can get involved in if you like. And it's funny, when I go out and show this, and Julie, you probably run into the same thing. When I go out and show this, there are people that go, well, wait a second here. What is there a difference between signing up as a customer and an affiliate, the price of the goes? And I said, well, the goes are free, and no, the services are the same price. And they say, well, what's the difference? And I said, if you're really interested in that, let me talk to you about that. So should we get going on that, Julia?
That is absolutely my favorite part. I mean, I love the goes, and I love talking about becoming a customer. But truth be told, I think it was the first 8 people that I talked about the product of the go, the service of the go with. The first 8 people said, that's cool, and I want them, but I'd like to know about the business behind the business. So there you go.
Exactly. And once they ask you, you got to tell them. I don't normally bring it up. I want them to bring it up to me unless that is exactly what I'm going there to talk to them about.
Yes.
So there's a couple ways you can do this. One of the first ways is, you become a customer. use the Go services to promote your business, or you can join as an affiliate and get paid on 2 levels. And the reason I bring this one up, it may not be that popular, but it is with people that are already included in another maybe networking business, and they don't want to jeopardize that check, or they're a big corporation and they want to do this, but they don't want to jeopardize their stocks. It's come up a couple times. So they do the Asirvia Business Center and the turnkey system that allows them to do those 2 levels. And yeah, they get their 25% commission on that first direct sale, and they get paid starting in month 2. Level 1, they'll get 10% of that residual of that person's service that they paid for, and that person that they've sponsored as well, 5%. So Julia, do you want to go into the rest of the biggie part of it? I'll just move the slides for you. Will that work well enough?
Sure. I was going to say, I don't think I've ever used these slides, so this is very exciting. Yes.
Oh, this is going to be easy. It's nothing you don't already know, but let's unlock the whole enchilada.
I do absolutely want to do that. So what's amazing to me and what's exciting to me about this opportunity is that when you share the service of the Go with business owners all around your area, or on the phone or globally, the very first month, that initial sale, you're going to earn 25% direct sales commission. That's box number 1 of our compensation plan, direct sales commission. Now you're going to notice in that box where the green marks are that it talks about 5Gen DSC match, and there's 10% next to that. So what does that mean? So this is what's really cool. As you go out and you start showing other people the Goes and you start presenting the service to them, and they say to you what they said to me, which is, that's cool and I want to sell them too. That's awesome. You can invite them to sell with you. And when you do, they become your first generation in your genealogy. That's what we call it. And then when they introduce the business to somebody else, that becomes your second generation, and so on and so forth. We will actually earn a commission, a direct sales commission, up to 5 generations in your genealogy. That's like the first person you introduce it to, and then who they do, and so on and so forth. The next level of income that we earn is what we call the residual. Now, I am over the moon about direct sales commission, but there is nothing cooler than making residual commission, which comes to you every month whether you get out of bed or not, right? So so the residual commission is also 5 generations deep in your genealogy, and that is 10%, 5%, 2, and 1%. That means that as your genealogy grows and the people are making sales, and every month their customers and your customers are paying their monthly service contract fee, that means that you're going to make commission too. Is that about right, Sherry?
You got it nailed right there. And here's where I started getting excited. The daily base pay. Now, this can be accomplished in a few different ways, but look right here at the $1 a day. These are ranks from associate on up to global ambassador, and I'm telling you, when somebody reaches there, we're just going to make a new one, so don't worry about it. Right now, we've got people here in the middle of this, so and the company's only really been going for about a month and a half, a year and a half. Don't get me wrong here, about a year and a half.
It's like a month and a half. We've been moving really quick.
I know, really. Yeah, let's redo that. No, and it has been so exciting because to reach associate is all you need is 1,000 in volume, and you're the independent rep. You have 3 customers and 1,000 in volume, and you've reached associate, and that can be done with as little as, if you're doing 8 packs or whatever, with just 6 to 10 people in your group, and you get help. Here, we help you. We see somebody, as leaders, we see somebody that is about ready to reach that level, and boom, we're helping you all along. However, we have ways that we can actually leverage our bonuses and put them in with you guys. So that it's a huge help here anymore. So it's $1 a day. Big deal, people say. Well, it is a big deal. that pays, if you're an affiliate, your $29.97 a month. Hello, that's one freebie there. And then when you get up to the senior associate and you've gathered 4,000 in volume, you're getting $4 a day. Okay, 4 times 30, you're getting 120. So that is helping you with more of your Go services that your subscription that you're paying for. Then you get into leader at 10,000. That's $10 a day. But here's where it starts getting really good, you guys, and it's worth making it happen, and it will happen here because this is going like wildfire. $100 a day. Let's see, could that change anybody's life? $50 a day can change somebody's life, but $100 a day is just amazing. So that got me real excited. This one right here, I literally told Tina and Kelly I had to go get some Depends. We are on video, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I know networking, being in this business over 25 years, when I saw the payout on the generational check match, so that means, okay, so you're an associate, leader, manager, you know, whatever rank you are, and you have somebody else in your team that you have helped get to that level, you get 25% of their, maybe it's $1 a day and it's only 25 cents, but think of having 1,000 of those in there. Or at leader, getting 10% of that $10. Yeah, that's only $1 a day, but think of having 100 to 1,000 in there. These add up rather quickly. And this company, being the powerhouse that it is, and really just getting started, oh my gosh, a year from now, your mind is just gonna explode over what's happening here.
I could not agree with you more, Sherry. It is exciting. When we first got started with the company, we started at square one. And as time has gone on, things have improved, gotten better. We have more services, and the income has been coming to us faster and easier, as well as many, many of the benefits, which I know Sherry's about to explain to you, like the cars and the trips and the fun things that we do. And
go ahead on the go-getter bonus. Go get it.
All right, I'm going to jump in. So let me just tell you guys why I love this screen. Not just the Running Man, but I love the idea of really jumping in with 2 feet. Just get started. Sign up. Get your sign up done. You're not waiting for anything. We're not going to mail you a kit or make you wait 24 hours. The instant that you sign up, the instant you choose your username, bam, you can start showing people this wonderful tool, this wonderful business opportunity. And what is so exciting to me is that as soon as you start, as Sherry just said, gathering customers, right? And you get, let's say, 10 customers on a 5-pack or like 6 or 7, you've got $1,000 in volume. You're going to get a $500 bonus when you achieve that in the first 30 days. When you achieve the senior associate rank, that's the $4,000 in volume within your first 60 days, you're going to get $1,000 in bonus. And when you do leader rank, which is $10,000 in volume, you're going to get $1,500. You add that up, that is $3,000. Couple little things I'll share with you. You don't have to wait. We don't need you to wait 90 days. If you want to bam out of the box, hit those bonuses, that's okay. We love to see that energy. We love to see that excitement and enthusiasm. When you add all of that together and you start talking about those bonuses, which sit on top of your commissions, right?
Yes.
It's going to be on top of your commissions and on top of your residuals. The income is really coming quickly.
Yeah, and the fun thing is, hey, maybe you screwed up and you didn't make the associate level. Then don't worry about it. Go for the next one. You've got 60 days from the time you signed up, 60 days to do the senior associate. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but back there on the daily pay, when you take that 1,000 in volume and then you're working toward the 4,000 on the senior associate, that volume on associate does not wash away. Hello, it stays there and rolls over, which it's always more than 1,000. It rolls over, and sometimes you're already more than halfway to senior associate, and that rolls over into leader. So it doesn't wash away, and I just love what this company does for it. And on top of all that, they give us a vehicle rewards program, and you can either take it as a luxury bonus, half of it, or take the 500 when you've reached senior leader and get it toward an Audi that is 2015 or newer, 5 years or newer. I shouldn't say 2015, 5 years or newer. And the next level up, you get $1,000. The next bonus is $1,500 a month. I mean, there's some major bonuses here. And we have fabulous getaway incentive trips that we're all working toward. Even if you come in today, you can still qualify for that trip that we're taking in January. And, you know, we'd like to welcome you. We actually, every 4 months, we have a program as well. It's a conference that anybody can go to. The seating is limited. So talk with the person that brought you here and get your ticket, get your hotel, get your seat, and learn how you can promote your business, your product, your event even better or a little bit better. I don't know, you're probably doing really well now, but this can help enhance it a lot more at that event. And here is our here's our beginning cruise team that we went to the Bahamas, had a crazy time, and we want to have you join us on that next incentive trip as well. So I want to thank you, Julia, for having, you know, coming on here with me and helping me with this. You're always so fun to do this with, and it's like we got both sides of the United States on board here.
I was to say, I'm the one who's lucky. I love being here. I love sharing this. And I have to look and see all the names and all the people and all the smiling faces. Everyone who is on here is so enthusiastic and excited. We have special incentives, special programs, great ways to earn income. We have a summer rank up bonus going on right now. There are so many fantastic team members and ways to make money and reasons to stay excited. And one of the other things that's really cool is the training and just jumping in and locking arms and walking together toward success here. And that really is easy with this group of people.
Yeah, thank you so much, Julie. And here's what we're going to do. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and stick around, but we're going to go ahead and stop the recording here so we can